opportunity. We actually all been forced together to work in a work situation. Why wouldn't we make the most of that and actually sit in circles and get to understand each other, to really, truly understand where each other's come from and the challenges there, not to judge, not to create any kind of pity or anything, but actually from a space of love in terms of, wow, okay, love and understanding. I didn't realize that. And I think then we can really start to build more inclusive teams. I think the challenge that I found with diversity and inclusion in corporates generally, often, not always, of course, but often, is that it is just that, oh, well, I've got a form to fill and let's just send everybody on a diversity and inclusion course and we can tick that and say we've done it. And it doesn't solve anything because our bias runs so deep, especially in a country like this. And unless we're willing to really acknowledge that and say, yes, I want to change, and therefore I want our business to change, nothing is going to change. So I feel there's a huge opportunity here, a huge responsibility actually on businesses, because like I said, what a wonderful, amazing place we have already where everyone is working together. Why wouldn't we use that? And then from there, I think that comes down to, once we start to understand, we start to be able to recognize talent that doesn't sound like us, and we start to be able to recognize the efforts that people make. I think that there's a lot to be said. I mentioned to you previously about the Poverty Stoplight program that we've run. And, that was an amazing journey for us as a business to ask our people questions around, 6 key areas, not to do with work, to really start to understand the challenges people have in their lives. And actually what we did with that is after we did about 400 of these one-to-one interviews. And then we made a video on the people we had interviewed, which you won't find publicly at all, but we showed it to the board. And what did that do? That really helps them to understand the issues our people are facing. And once they start to understand it, once they face it and know, and nobody can walk away from it. There it is, it's in black and white. These are the issues. Then the question is, are we up for doing something about it or not?
Yeah.
And if the answer is yes, then it's wonderful. And certainly in my world, I've been very lucky where the board has been very much like, okay, you've raised this.
Now we're going to do this. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. And that's been a wonderful journey. So I think diversity and inclusion is such a big issue in our country. I think it's scary for a lot of people, but I think that there's an opportunity there for businesses to really look at creating the space for meaningful conversations so people can better understand each other. And with that, more empathy can be had.